Hey guys, Brett Messmer from Technical Taekwondo. Thank you guys for watching. Today's video we're going to be going through some footwork. Specifically we're going to be doing the half switch footwork, getting into a little bit more detail on that, as well as we're going to get into some more advanced footwork. So stay tuned and let's go ahead and get into it. So we're going to start with the half switch kick. We've got a couple different options for you guys on this, so let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, the half switch is when the lower half of your body is moving and your upper half of your body is pretty much stationary. So the full switch, it would be turning everything to the opposite side. The half switch, it is literally just my lower body switching. If I stopped halfway through the motion, which you don't want to do, I'm actually in what we would call a cross leg stance, where my right hip is over my left heel. Okay, so I have balance. You could also say this is an inverted cat stance. That way the structure and the alignment's the same. So when I do my half switch, if I were to pause, I would end up in that position. That's the last thing you want to do is pause. You want to use your momentum and your speed to go into your next motion. So for training purposes, what you're going to do, put your foot on a mark and just bounce in and bounce out of the switch. If I'm doing a turning kick, I'm landing my lead foot already pivoted. So I'm landing it with that 90-degree pivot. If I'm doing a front kick, an axe kick, or a punch, okay, then I'm gonna leave it more forward, maybe turned out 45. Again, depends on what I'm doing. Okay, but I want to get comfortable bouncing in, bouncing out of that position. Back foot, the heel never touches. Okay? Ball the foot, compress that spring, and then bounce up out of it. I want to use my quadricep to drive up. That's where the power's coming out of on this. If I'm too sideways, I'm using the side of my leg muscle, and there's just nothing there. So I want to make sure that when I'm here, my back foot comes forward, my front foot goes straight back, and I'm coming up using that quad muscle. Okay? So just get used to that, where it's one and then two, and just bounce in and bounce out. There's really three primary kicks that you're going to pull off with this. One, obviously, is the front kick. Two is the turning kick. And three is an outside crescent or outside axe kick. So the turning kick, coming up, boom, hitting that open side. The crescent kick, I'm actually aiming for this side, coming up that way. The other technique that can be used off this is a lead jab. So doing the jab this way is a little bit like doing a Superman punch. But when I switch, when that back foot hits, that's when I want to hit my jab. Okay. Opposite hand is coming up. Still want to protect your face. Boom. And the structure is there if you hit that X stance, that cross leg stance. I can immediately follow that up. If you're doing Taekwondo, you're following Taekwondo rules, I can do body punch, follow up with that turning kick or the axe kick, whichever you prefer. Okay. But if I want to set this guy up where I want to throw that half switch, boom, I'll push him back a little bit and then come in with that kick. If I don't want to push him back and I want to go for the head kick, because the crescent kick is shorter than the turning kick, then I'll come in, pop, pop. If I'm doing an outside crescent, if I want to do it the quickest way possible, I'm going to do a snap crescent. I think I'm bringing a front kick up, and I'm snapping it just like a front kick, but at the same time I'm pressing my hips across. Okay, coming across that way. So on Bob, it'd be here and snapping it up getting that knee nice and high and snapping it across. That outside crescent works really well off of that half switch. So bounce in and bouncing into that, and then keep your press and your attack moving forward. Okay. So that's what I have with the half switch. A couple different things that you guys can do off of it. Hope it gave you some ideas for your training. So until next time, God bless and keep on kicking.